And it's really the test. I feel like this connection is the test, sort of like it's your covenant between you and the creator. There will be forces out there, there will be people out there who will try to tell you all of this is not real, all of this does not exist, all of this is just fantasy, just go be with anyone. But you honoring that covenant and you honoring the promise that your soulmate when it came to this world, and you honoring also what you know God spoken to you and what God promised you, is what's going to manifest this. And it's going to be something so mind-blowing, the kind of love that literally just, I don't know, could bring miracles into this world. Hi Scorpios, welcome back to my channel. Let's do your reading. Today we're going to be using this super huge Oracle Tarot deck. So again, watch this if you are Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And this is like, I'm going to try my best to shuffle on camera, but like it's a little bit tough. So let's take a look for my dear Scorpios. The message that I'm hearing, you know that song, something I put a spell on you? Something like that. I don't even know. It's just so random. I was just making coffee. I just woke up. It's my daily new routine to get something productive going in the morning, including your reading, you know. So, but let's see. I don't know what it is. I'm just hearing the song. Something I put a spell on you because you. I don't remember. Anyway. But I don't know what it's about. I don't think you did. It's maybe, okay, maybe you are someone right now who feels like you are under some kind of spell or something. Okay, Scorpios, let's see. First card, Reflection. This is Hermit equivalent in this deck. What's we have here? Ooh, the Tower. We also have Divine Justice. This is crazy, all major arcana. We have 10 of Flames, which is 10 of Wands equivalent, I believe. We also have here Reason, which is Hierophant, and we have here the Star, crowning the reading, 6 of Crystals. Okay guys, so I feel like whoever is going to be resonating with this message today, you guys are going through, with the Tower card here next to Divine Justice and next to 6 of Crystals here, what stands out the most is that there is going to be some kind of justice restored in your situation. Now again, this doesn't have to do with you dealing with anyone specific necessarily. And sorry, I just realized my fridge was making noise, so I turned it off for a few moments. Hope the sound is better now. But let's go back to the reading. I feel like with the 6 of Crystals, because you see here and here we have Justice scale, this could tell me a couple of different things. First of all, I feel like on a symbolic level, you are dealing with a situation where maybe there was a lot of injustice, maybe you felt like things were unfair to you, and I feel like right now this is going to be restored. And it might even come for a lot of you like very sudden, out of the blue. For example, you've been waiting for years for some situation to be resolved, you know, and you felt like it was so unfair. Why are you in this place? Why are you waiting? And suddenly with the Tower card like this, it gets resolved. So yeah, that's the one way I'm seeing this here. Of course, also Libra scale can literally represent Libra. So you, if you're a Scorpio Sun, especially, very likely you have Libra in your chart. You could be dealing with somebody or connecting with somebody who has Libra in their chart as well too, because again, Justice, Libra scale is here. Now, I do feel like for a lot of you, there has been a moment in your life where there's been a lot of really heavy energy, where it's almost like with the 10 of Wands here, and especially like this reflection here, you felt like you were on a journey, but it was not a journey where you're traveling light. So maybe the way it could be for some of you, you've been on a spiritual journey for a while, and maybe when you just started this journey, it was very easy, like you were like in this Fool card energy. If you know how the Fool looks in traditional tarot, it's just like somebody who is fresh, they're just starting, you know, they're traveling light. But I feel like with this Reflection Hermit card here, we have this older, wiser person on this card. You've been traveling for a while, so maybe you've been on a spiritual journey for a while. Maybe you just feel like an old soul in this world. Like you've been through so many different lessons. You've learned the lessons. You've been on a self-love journey. You've been on you name it kind of journey exists out there. And it's like with the 10 of Flames here, it's at this point you just feel like there is so much you are carrying, and it's a lonely road that you've been walking all this time all alone. And when you tell people often that, you know what, I really want somebody to love, you know, can anybody find me somebody to love, right? Like, people look at you like, oh, you're so desperate for love, oh, you're just waiting for love, oh, go focus on yourself, oh, go focus on your journey, oh, maybe it's not best to chase love, it comes when you least expect it. And you feel so hurt whenever people say this to you, because you're like, can't you see, I spent so many years doing what other people told me. Maybe you're the kind of man or a woman who wanted to get married when you were like 20 or 21 years old and wanted to have a family, but society pushed you into this modern way of thinking, like, oh, you have to build career first, oh, you have to experiment, oh, you have to do this, you have to do that. And in a way, I feel like for a lot of you, you feel not, not angry with yourself, but more like you wish you stuck up for yourself, because you did everything that supposedly society is telling you to do, like go have a career, go travel, go on self-love journey, go on spiritual journey, only to find yourself older, right? But like still, you know, not finding the only thing you ever wanted. Maybe you're the kind of person who made money, but you don't even care. Maybe you're the kind of person who, I don't know, went so deep on your spiritual path, helped a lot of people. Maybe you're the kind of person who traveled the world, literally. But all of this doesn't matter, because the only thing you want is love. And like with this reflection and 10 of flames, you start understanding that there are some things that people around you telling you, some things that you're doing that they just do not matter. So maybe this is also a moment, like an epiphany here, where you realize it's time to lighten the load. You cannot be carrying all of this anymore. Like here with the star next to the reason, this could be spiritual. And you know what's interesting? Like this was the energy that was showing up in Scorpio readings for a while now. There is an energy of like an older, maybe not necessarily older, but I see especially male energy, like a male guru. Again, it doesn't have to be, but it's showing up with the cards, the way the cards been coming up. Some kind of guru, some kind of teacher who helps you understand something, or who guides you in the right direction. And with the star next to the reason card here, I just feel that you start seeing very clearly what you need to do right now without the distraction. So if you're always the kind of person who gets distracted, even if it's against your best judgment, you know what you want, but somehow you end up, whether because you care about others too much or whatever, you kind of like forget about where the star is, how to follow the star. And I just get that here you might be meeting actually a person with the reason card here, or you might be already with a person who is very different than you. They're very logical, they're very practical. So if you are maybe the kind of person who's always in your feelings, they're the kind of person who can really like build things, and also who is very logical. So they know how to go from point A to point B. So this might be the kind of individual that either appeared in your life recently, excuse me, or might be appearing in your life soon. And I feel like for you, this is not just about love. This is about you really aligning yourself with the true journey you're supposed to be on. Because the thing is, like, when we're in this world, right, we can take so many journeys, right? We can dedicate ourselves to healing. We can dedicate ourselves to helping others. We can dedicate ourselves to so many different things. And all of them are wonderful. But what is the reason why your soul came into this world? What is that thing that you know that no matter how many good things maybe you'll do, no matter how much of a good person you'll be, it's never, not to say that there's anything wrong with being good people, we all should, try our best, right? But you know that nothing is going to replace with the star card your divine mission in this world, which for you could be very different from what maybe is expected of you, or from what everyone thinks you are supposed to be doing here. And I just feel that there could be a person, and I feel like it's masculine energy for a lot of you, because actually it's number 4, not 5. For whatever reason I thought it was Hierophant, but it's actually the Emperor. There's going to be a person, and maybe there is already a person who is just going to tell you, hey, no, like, stop wasting your time doing things you're not supposed to. Focus on this. And somehow, because of this connection with this person, you will be doing what you always wanted to do. You know how there is this quote from Pinterest or from Instagram, I don't know where it comes from, something like, eventually you will end up where you need to be with who you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing. And I feel like this is the alignment that's taking place for you, Scorpios. So, and it's you know, and it's not just, it's divine justice. It's literally the universe restoring things to the way they need to be. Because see, the thing is, you've been in this place waiting for justice to be restored for a long time. I feel like you've been waiting, you've been wondering, when will your time come, when will your moment come, when you will finally, like, you, I feel like you don't even need so much. It's not that you dream about all the fame and fortune in the world. Maybe you are, who knows, maybe it's your purpose. But I feel like what you want is just exactly what, you know, how there is this belief, right, that we all have something we are meant for, like the person we are supposed to be in, the exact career path, or like the exact money we're supposed to have. And you don't want to take from anyone else. You don't want anything that's not yours. You just want that which is meant for you. And I feel like you weren't so aggressive because you were just patiently praying and meditating and manifesting that which is yours to come to you. And I feel like here with the start of the divine justice, because you passed so many of your spiritual tests, you passed so many like trials and tribulation. This was not an easy road. Right now, the universe is going to it's not even that it decides in your favor, but it resolves the situation. It's like there is a higher will of God that steps in and blesses you. Wow, this is very powerful. Okay, let's keep going. And for a lot of you with the Tower card, it could happen very unexpectedly. You might even be feeling like your life and your self-concept as you know it is falling apart. But don't be scared, because literally right after the Tower comes the Star here, and we have both Tower and Star here. So don't be scared. Don't be scared to see how maybe things you've built before, things you were practicing, they're just falling apart and there is nothing you can do about it, because that's exactly how it's meant to be. Let's see what else. We have here Four of Chalices. And we have here Seeker of Chalices. We have here Seven of Chalices. We have here Three of Orbs. And we have here Seven of Orbs. Okay, let me just put this card over here because it doesn't fit. I'm trying to fit all the cards, but with Four of Chalices next to the Seven of Chalices and the Seeker of Chalices, which really is in traditional tarot cups energy. So this is like Four of Cups, Seven of Cups, and I would say Page of Cups. The way I'm seeing this is like this. You are someone who've been really trying to find yourself in this world. You've been really trying to find your place in this world, what you're supposed to be doing. You weren't a desperate person who was like, hey, you know what? I'm just so desperate to be with someone. I'm gonna settle for any person. And I think that's what always rubs you the wrong way. Whenever you tell people how much you want love, they think, oh wow, you're so desperate. You just wanna be with anyone. And they don't understand that you literally don't want anyone. You just want your soulmate. Yeah, you are desperate, but you're desperate for your soulmate, for the one you are meant to be with, whoever that person is. You don't care for just marrying a successful girl or guy, or good looking girl or guy, or to just be with anyone, to not be alone. I don't think like the people, the soul group I'm connecting with are like this at all. I feel like with the Seeker of Chalices, you really want to just find a way to express yourself and find that which is meant for you. You understand with the Seven of Chalices that there's all kind of temptation and options in different ways how your life could go. And you do realize that whatever you are in your journey, you still have a lot of options. There's still different ways how your life could unfold from this point onwards, how things could manifest. But at the same time here, you sometimes literally just, maybe like you're the person who gets asked out on dates a lot. Maybe you're the kind of person who really does have a lot of different options when it comes to career. You've been invited to participate in different projects, whatever, and stuff like that. But it's like almost like you're sitting here and you don't, like, you're asking before you basically accept anything that's offered to you. Look how this girl is looking towards the star. You're asking yourself, is this really what I'm meant for? Because I don't care, I don't care where you're from, who you are and everything else. I just care if you are my soulmate. I am the star that I've been divinely guided to. That's the only thing that I feel like, again, the soul group that I'm connecting here wants. So if you are indeed, what I've been looking for, I will go for this. But if not. And again, this could be applied to love, but this could be applied for career, for projects, for your dreams, and things like this. There could be so many different things you could do. Maybe you truly are multi-talented. You're someone who might be good at different things, design and music and business and whatever. But you're like, what is this my true purpose? Where is my star? So you've been, I feel like, procrastinating sometime, not even procrastinating, but you've been waiting because you didn't want to invest yourself in the wrong situation. Because I feel like in the past you've already done this and you are like, I don't want to just be a collector of things. I just want to be with my one true star. In this sort of like, in this world of options and choices, I want to find that which is truly mine. I want to take the cup that is truly mine. I want to take what is truly for me. And maybe even now you're going through a time period where there's many different people interested in you, different proposals, different things, but you're like, I don't want all of it. It's almost like, I don't want, everybody in this world. I just want one person who I'm really meant to be with. And again, this could be applied to like career and other things like this, because again, with the Seeker of Chalices, you are someone who's been on a path of self-discovery, discovering this world for a while, and you do see that yes, the world is so abundant, there's so many different things, but you want what's yours. You don't want what's anyone else's. Okay, so now with the Three of Swords, it's interesting. Three of Swords is here with the Seven of Pentacles, and the Tower is here as well. You see here how the Three of Swords and the Tower is both is this like lightning. I feel like for a lot of you, there is this energy where a lot of things that's going to be unfolding for you whenever you watch this. This is not a time-specific reading. This is more like intuitive one. Are going to be unexpected. Again, there is a feeling that you're losing something or something doesn't go exactly according to your plan. However, this is exactly what leads to divine revelation. It's like there is this lightning that strikes that completely cleanses you from things you're not supposed to be doing and leads you to divine path. There is something here where the universe really cares about you being in the right place and doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like they could give you abundance and they could give you a relationship and a soulmate many years maybe ago, like just it's again, it's like one of those things where sometimes you meet someone and they're like, oh, how come you're still not with anyone? How come you're still like not married? How come you still don't have family? Or how come your project still is work in progress? But what they don't realize is that you didn't want to do just things just to be done. You wanted things to be done in the right way. And I feel like the universe been making you wait because things had to, things had to happen in a faded way. And if someone next to you doesn't understand it, and if they think less of you because, let's say, by age 30 or by age whatever, you are not married, you don't have kids, these are not the people for you. This is the easy way to see if these people are indeed people you are supposed to be with or not. Because I think people who truly understand you, they will see that, like you are not bad, you are not in any way inferior to anyone. You are just waiting for this divine justice, this divine will to play out. Let's see what else. Look at this. Master of... Oh, this gets interesting. Five of crystals. And we have Five of Chalices. So I feel like you are meeting... You may be mad again. This could be all already happened. With the Master of Chalices, this is the King of Cups energy. I feel like you're meeting a person who is very deep, very soulful, who is probably someone who is as deep as you, which I know is crazy for Scorpios. You're like, nobody's deeper than me. Whatever, I'm just kidding. There is going to be something about the eyes of this person where you're going to be able to recognize them. I don't know, maybe as your soulmate, as like, again, it's for most of you romantic, but I feel like it could be happening on the level of maybe creative partner, maybe spiritual teacher. And when I say spiritual teacher, not the kind of spiritual teacher who breaks your heart, whatever, but like spiritual teacher, actually like you both study same discipline, like astrology, for example, or I don't know, yoga, whatever. But I feel like with the Master of Chalices, there is a person who is going to truly see you for your soul. And same is going to be vice versa. You're going to see them for their soul, for their depth, beyond what maybe their superficial images you know, and they will see you, I guess, also beyond what your superficial image is. Because what's interesting, you both are connecting on the level of 5 of chalices, 5 of crystals. I feel like you both on the surface level, like if, let's say, people just meet you, like they think of you, I feel like, as this empress or as a person who's very well put together, and so goes to this person. They also give off an image and energy of someone who really has their life together, super successful, super good looking, maybe, I don't know. But really you're connecting here on the level of 5 of chalices and 5 of crystals, which is like 5 of pentacles, 5 of cups. I feel like you both have some kind of internal, I don't want to say word lack, but it could be like some kind of internal pain. Maybe they've been broken emotionally. Maybe you've been broken emotionally. Maybe they've been unfulfilled creatively or professionally, or you've been unfulfilled creatively or professionally. Again, I do get an understanding that from the outside, you do both look really good, but there is something internally where maybe you are both the kind of people who really will fully bloom and flourish to your life and soul purpose when you are going to be with your soulmate. So, you know, like how when we are with our soulmate, we become complete. Really, that's the purpose of a marriage. That's the purpose of a relationship, to complete, you know, kind of like the union of two souls, and like make one united being stronger and bring more light into this world. Actually, Kabbalistic mystic Baal Shem Tov said that when two beings that are destined to be together find each other, the light that goes from them becomes that much stronger, and there's so much light that comes together, forth to heavens, you know, from that united being, you know. So here there's something about where whatever it looks like on the surface, you might be, again, successful, they might be successful, good looking, whatever like the superficial criteria is, you know, superficial criteria, I'm making up different words here, but like I feel that there is internally in both of you, there's some kind of lack. Maybe they're someone who was good like with their career, but they always wanted love and they could never find it. Like they had this deep longing to have a soulmate and family and things like this. Maybe for you it's the same. Maybe there's also been like certain creative desire or something, like to build something, because here I feel like with this 5 of crystals, there's one person who is not happy with what they built in their life so far. They feel sort of like left out, because look, there is a group of people over here dancing, but there is this lady just standing here, left out in the cold, literally. So maybe one of you also feels like a misfit, like you don't really find the group of people, friends that you really belong and resonate with. And this relationship somehow is meant to also, I feel like, not to fix that, not to say like other people have to fix our issues, but again, sometimes when we truly meet someone we're meant to be with, a lot of things in our life become healed. And again, there is another person here who's just sort of sitting here wondering, will I ever find my love? Oh my God. So let's see what else we have here. 9 of Orbs. Again, there's been so many worries. 9 of Orbs, 9 of Flames. Again, you, wow, like 5 to the 5, 9 to the 9. You and this person have like similar maybe issues, because you're both connecting on the level of 5s and then on the level of 9s. Could be worry prone, defensive as well. And I feel like you both are just literally on this last, I don't know, breath, like find me soon please, because I cannot anymore. And it's interesting because maybe you both literally had to go through so many trials again and tribulations, so many tests in your life, where right now you're at this breaking point where you're like, I cannot anymore, just please give it to me, please, I can't wait anymore, you know. And that's how it happens, because again, there is something here where stakes are so high. Seeker of Flames. Let's see what else. I have interest in ancient Egypt, but yeah, look at this, because I feel like because you are not giving up, this what you've been, and I feel like for a lot of you, this divine justice has a lot to do with you being with a soulmate. You feel like, how come there are people who are not even so genuine when they look for love? They don't even care so much about love, but they have love. And all I ever prayed for, all I ever asked for, all I ever wanted for is love. And I'm the one who had so many more tests than an average person in love. That's every Scorpio ever, I think. And look at this, with Seeker of Flames next to the Ace of Chalices, your wish will be granted. This also gives me the energy of the Fountain of Youth, something like this. Some of you could be into alchemy, some of you could be into, I don't know, just something like that. It's almost like this is the love that is so that is so healing in nature, that is so divinely orchestrated, that it's like it's this test to which you need to get to. Once it's over, your life will never be the same. You will never look at the way your life used to be before, or at the world for that matter, or with you, or at your own connection with God, you know, with the source and with the universe, the way that it was before. You will never see. It's almost like there's this the point of no return. And I think this will remind you of something you've already experienced in your life. For example, maybe you were someone who struggled really financially like all your life, until something happened where maybe you made a really big amount of money, or you learned some kind of skill which no one can take away from you, and you've been financially secure ever since. So kind of think of your life when, let's say, you were struggling financially, and then the day when everything changed, you know, nothing was ever the same. Even though, yeah, sure, you might have had some financial small issues here and there, it was never like, let's say, the point you were struggling. Or for those of you who maybe moved countries or started traveling, remember how the life used to be when you were living in a small town and you thought you were never going to get out of there, and there is no way you'll ever go anywhere, stuff like that. And then the moment came, God brought you this divine opportunity to either travel or to move, and that's it, you moved. And since then, again, doesn't mean your life was just so easy and there were no issues, but your life was never like that moment while you were in a waiting hall, waiting, wondering, will this ever happen or not? I feel like something that's happening to you now in regards to love is going to be exactly like this energy, like the energy you already know, just in a different way. So maybe in the past you were just sitting there waiting, will my train ever come? It's like, to me, this is the image that I have, is in sitting in this like waiting room, waiting hall, wondering, will this ever come? And I feel like for you, it already happened in other areas of your life. Again, maybe finances, maybe travel or moving, maybe something else, I have no idea, you know, just like apply it as a Trezadays. But now the longest wait you've had in your life, the biggest wish you've had in your life about love, that's what's going to be fulfilled. And you will see how, yes, once it's fulfilled, there is no going back. Again, doesn't mean there is no like small tests or issues or whatever, but it's never going to be like before, when you were just sitting, waiting, wondering, will it ever happen or not? Wow. Because look at this, the Chariot, because you've awakened some very high spiritual forces that are on their way with you. You are not fighting this battle alone. Never think, especially for those of you who are manifesting love, that you are fighting this battle alone, because there's so many souls that are on the same journey. So when you think you're on this Chariot, trying to fight, trying to go into this war, literally maybe with the physical world outside of you, which tells you that the love you want doesn't exist, or you are too desperate for love, or oh my God, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, all of this. When you're in this Chariot trying to bring your dreams into reality, you're not alone. Of course, you're with spirit and with a higher power, but there's also so many souls on this earth that are praying and asking for what you're praying to. And there's something I learned from a Kabbalah teacher many years ago, is to always pray for other people who want things like you want. Like, for example, you, like, let's say you want a child, right? You want to get pregnant. So your prayer is going to be so much stronger when you also find people, and of course, not just do it like, oh, I'll pray for them and I'll get what I want, even though I think it, like, I've been told that it works this way too. But there is a bigger power when, let's say, you know, there's somebody out there also trying to get pregnant, and you really connect with a person, you really genuinely feel their pain, you feel what they are going through, and from the bottom of your heart you ask God and you pray that this person gets their wish fulfilled. Like, this is the most powerful, when you become, it's kind of like, yeah, selfless in a way, in you feeling other person's pain and asking for their wish to be fulfilled. So like, let's say if you right now are really praying for love, think of the people, and there's so many, like even people who watch this video right now, there are so many people who want more than anything to manifest it. So think of them, connect with their souls, and wish them from the bottom of your heart to find that. Because I feel like here with the Three of Chalices, there's something here about almost literally this community spirit, where we know, like, together we are strong and we can win this battle, because it feels like a battle at this point. Like, will I be where I need to be? And again, don't forget, there is this higher power that's really wants to bring you that which you want to. Look at this Sage of Crystals. Seven of Crystals, and karma. I'm going to end this here to go to the extended, but with Sage of Crystals and Seven of Crystals, you do have someone who will see you for your light. They will choose you. They will, I see there is like a warrior energy where they literally like, they see how wise you are perhaps, they see how intelligent you are, and they're literally bowing down here to your wisdom. With the karma card here, there's something here very spiritual. You might be with someone who literally was meant for you from the day this world was created. This is how major it is. So again, it's like, it's always, you know how they say it's darkest before dawn. We doubt whether what we are praying for and manifesting for will come true. But really, this is also where things change. And again, I'm seeing here the energy that once it happens, there's going to be so much burden lifted off your shoulder. You will, like, your life will never be again the same again. Anyway, we'll take this to the extended. We'll take a look more about this energy. We'll take a look at how with the Six of Crystals you need to balance yourself, prepare if there's anything you need to do, if there's anything you need to know, like anything that's going to come out. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. Links to the extended down below. Talk to you soon. Bye.